In this video, I'm giving Claude Design and Google Stitch the exact same prompt and the exact same brief to see which one builds the better website. And the difference genuinely surprised me. All right, now let's do a very quick side-by-side comparison between Claude Design and Google Stitch so you kind of understand how it ties them together. Now for the pricing, for Claude Design, you need to have a pro subscription. Google Stitch is obviously free. For the AI models, Opus 4.7 for Claude, Gemini for Google Stitch. They both create web pages. Claude Design can create pitch decks and it can also create marketing assets. For the multi-screen flow, this is where Claude Design is limited and that's where Google Stitch will take it away. Now Claude Design also has export to Canva and Claude Code integrated into Claude Design. And for export to code, Claude Design has HTML and Google Stitch has Firebase Studio. Now, if you don't know what Firebase Studio is, it's Google's developer environment for turning designs into working code. All right, now that we have that out of the way, let's move on. All right, so I have Claude Design and Google Stitch open. We're gonna give it the same prompts. I will leave this prompt in the description, which is, it's a mix between the brief and the prompt. So it's one prompt and one brief, but they're mixed up in one prompt so we can give it in one go. Now, let's see, for Claude Design, I have chosen high fidelity, and for Google Stitch, I've chosen the web and 3.1 Pro. So let's click on create for Claude Design. Just to give you a little bit of context, this is going to be a homepage for Forma Studio. It's a luxury interior design studio based in London. And also this prompt is designed to stray away from the defaults because AI has a very default way of designing. So if you just tell it like, hey, let's say for example, I am a logo designer and I need a website, you're gonna get AI slop. With this, we're gonna try, with the emphasis on try, to avoid that. Now, I also have a reference image. All right, so this is the reference image that I'm gonna use, and obviously this is just for reference. Let's see how it does. So I'm gonna click send on Claude Design, click send on Google Stitch. Okay, so they're both going, and I'll see you guys back once they're both done. By the way, I put together the exact prompt using this video that you can download for completely free in my Skool community. And if you want to stay up to date with new AI tools for web designers, subscribe to the channel. I drop new tests every single week. And if you want to do me another little favor, please hit that like button so the video gets pushed to more people. All right, so both websites are done. I have to be completely honest though, for Claude Design, I had to separately give it a prompt to add images. That's the only thing I did. But I mean, Google Stitch has images as well, and it's only fair that they both have the same. But to be honest, I should have included that in the actual prompt. All right, so over here we have Forma Studio created by Claude Design. And this is based off of one prompt. And honestly, looking at this, it already looks pretty damn good. You know, like I would change things around, obviously, like this over here feels a little bit cluttered, but going through this does look very good, man. Look at this. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we need to look at. So a thin display serif for headlines, which we have over here, which is kind of like a little bit difficult because it's what Claude gravitates towards naturally, but I mean, we asked it to do it. And for the body text, we asked for a clean sans serif font, which you can see over here. Listen to that as well. A subtle paper grain on the background. Look, it has that as well. So dividers, they should have been thin lines, not thick lines. So I guess, yeah, it's these. They are thin lines indeed. Let's see, we asked for a single email address, which is over here. And I think over here it did hallucinate a little bit more because we have phone numbers and everything, but still, oh, man, I'm impressed by this, man. Let's see, navigation. If we go to navigation, plain text, no boxes or backgrounds. Okay, cool. Okay, and then for the project section, images should have a hard edge drop shadow, 135 degrees, no blur. And look at this, they even have a little animation. Now this obviously is not that good, but I mean, I am very much impressed. Okay, so now that we went over the prompt, like I just want to review this real quick, right? Okay, so we also said 3 project images, which it has also done. For the layout, we said asymmetric, so that not everything is centered or uniform, which it has also done. Large images with breathing room around them, which is also the case. Claude, whew, I think Google Stitch has to do some really good shit to impress me with this one. Now let's go to Google Stitch. Let's go to preview, new tab. Now for Google Stitch, Do I even need to say anything? There is no headline. You know, we're gonna do the exact same thing as that we did with Claude Design. Typography, thin display serif for headlines. Okay, kind of did that. Now for the body text, we had a clean sans serif, which it did as well. Do we have a texture on the background? Hold on. I can't really see it, but if you can, let me know in the comments. Asymmetric. Let's see if it did that. I think it kind of did exactly the same as Claude Design with this one. Interesting. That might be something default that they gravitate towards as well when you prompt them this, because this is the exact same layout as Claude Design. Large images with breathing room around them. Yes. They should have a hard edge drop shadow, which this one did as well, but very subtle though. Now the divider lines, I mean, okay, yeah, they're there, but I don't like them very much in this one. Okay, so single email address. Okay, so this one, that's something that Google Stitch actually did better, because it added nothing else but the email address. Very well done, Google Stitch. Okay, so a hero section with one atmospheric photo, right? That is one thing that was required as well, but like, come on, man. It took that so literal. 2 to 3 sentence philosophy statement. It did exactly that. All right, I guess we can all see that this is genuinely bad. Like, this is really bad. Like, the images that it generated, like, don't even ask me why, but like, how did you gravitate towards this? What is this, man? This jacket is all the way effed up. Anyways, I guess we all got our answer here. All right, let's talk about it. Both of them did what they were supposed to do. Now, the only difference is that for some reason, Google Stitch just literally did what we asked it to. Like, for example, we said a hero with one atmospheric photo, right? Obviously, I can only imagine that it should understand to also add a headline, you know, what makes a hero section, right? But for some reason, Google Stitch just did exactly that one thing and just add that photo. This prompt was specifically created to give them good guidance on what they should do in the design so they don't gravitate towards the defaults too much. And I genuinely think that Claude Design did a really good job at that, because it followed the guides, but it also made sure it created a website. Now, Google Stitch followed the guide, but I don't even know what the hell it created. Like, I personally think the Claude Design website that it created, or the landing page, the homepage, it's not done. I mean, just a couple of tweaks and you have a very good homepage. And Google Stitch, I guess you're gone. Now, if this was useful, hit the subscribe button, because I test AI tools like this for web designers every single week, and you always get my raw, honest opinion. If you want to see more about Claude Design, the winner of this video, you might want to watch this video too.